And it was very much kind of a backhand to everything that I had heard prior to the meeting. So, yeah, it does sound kind of like a cop-out. What a strange... I don't want to use the word strange. What an interesting individual.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would. Bayo called him a snake. I think he nailed that when he did. After
That's a
he
good
snaked
word.
us on the bomb stuff, he just said the guy's a snake. Just stay away from him.
Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I just wanted to make sure you were in the loop, Luca. Sorry for the
Yeah.
spiel.
Oh, don't ever apologize. I appreciate all the information. I wish we did more of this, honestly, when things like this came up. Um, I'm glad I could get you that information about him, and he does have a weird connection back to Sanguine. So his interest in the
Yeah.
island, it might be there, and it would be very worrisome. So, and this also answered one of my other questions needed to ask you, which was there were detectives asking me. They think that people are growing weed out there on that island, even though it's radioactive. I tell them, hey, look, there's just no fucking way. There's nothing that's going to grow out there with the way it is. Sorry for the swearing. But I mean, it's radioactive. I don't know how else to put that. And they swear up and down that they think someone's growing on the peripheral of that island. So they wanted passports and a helicopter fly over. And I said, I really don't think that we're going to get that. And I think with what you just said, I know we're not. The Senate's not going to let it happen. So I can tell them that, which is good.
And if you don't want to use the forbidden S word, you can just say the EPA.
Sounds good. Yeah, I can do that.
Because I do have confirmation that the EPA is handling it. Anything going on over there is handled by them, not us.
Nothing comes or goes. Got it. All right. Well, I will let them know. And
It's just, what an interesting story. What an interesting arc, man. Fuck. I'm so glad that I'm involved in this now.
Edgar, he's definitely not trustworthy as far as any sort of partner in business or informant or any of that, to be honest. So just not trustworthy in general, I would say.
Well, yeah, I've learned that. Good night.
Bet you weren't expecting that knowledge bomb when I sat down, huh?
No, I think I was.
Yeah. Chat, what are we feeling? What are we thinking?
He might have something on his gun trafficking stuff, because I genuinely, I know it's, haha, it's the clowns. They're so funny. They always fake snitch on each other, but Bon Bon doesn't do that willy-nilly for people that aren't clowns. So I have no reason to believe he's lying to me or making it up. But I mean, I would even hazard a guess that this attack on him probably had something to do with that. What it means for this business of his, I don't know. But
like,
now
there's more to it. There's gotta be.
A little concerned that, maybe they were going to ship these mushrooms around the city, but that's not all they were going to be shipping. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine, especially if they had time out there on that land, unsupervised, what they would come up with. So,
yeah.
Well, it sounds like they've abandoned all of that. They didn't get the money. Honestly, I bet you won't hear much from Edgar, but we'll see. I'd be interested to see if he tries to push some other. I don't want to call them scams, but that's what it feels like at this point.
Well,
which is really weird because he has like 5 million from Survivor. I don't know what he's scamming for.
Well, at first I was worried about the island itself, but it sounds like he gave up on that.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna go sleep in a bush.
Oh, okay. Here's your chair back flop, the one that doesn't have wheels on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, this was something. I'm glad you came down this way. Sorry it was a lot, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it was good. That this is my job, and I enjoy that
No,
kind of
yeah.
information. I'm thinking, as far as the weapons trafficking thing goes, I may look. We've got a lot of detectives who haven't really had a whole lot of stuff kicked their way lately. Um, I could probably kind of rile some of them up and have them start tailing him or put some surveillance on him. You know, there's always this whole mantra of not having people sit in bushes or in vans across
Yeah.
the street and stuff, but if they really have this light of a caseload and they don't have detective work to do, sitting in a bush or a van still is detective work. You know, surveillance is
Mhm.
detective work. So
What a great one. What's up, Don?
Well,
let's see if we can't get more
he's
information.
probably gonna be in hiding for a while, so we'll see. We'll see where he goes.
The good news is he has to stay hidden, but we know he's out there and we're like the only ones that do. So that might, without the detectives blowing that's the only thing I'm worried about. I don't want them to blow his
Yeah.
cover of being out of the ICU, you know. Or not being out of the ICU, I should say, and him actually being on the street. I don't want them to let that out there. So we'll figure it
Yeah.
out. I may only have some selective
right.
work on it for now.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll keep you filled in as we go forward.
Thank you.
Sounds
Yep,
good.
have a good night.
Talk soon.
See ya.
Flap.
I'm not holding you. You're free.
Well, about Richard.
Oh shit.
I know we didn't get to talk about him, and I'm not ignoring you, I promise.
I forgot about it. Yeah.
But I guess we'll talk about him when he's around.
Yeah, it might be a couple days. I didn't charge him yet. The only thing that I
Okay.
did was I told him flat out, I said, what happens and what happens moving forward is going to simply determine that meeting between you and Tessa, me and Bundy. And between you and I, it is a pretty clear-cut, dry case of he's getting charged with this, and I don't expect you to have any, ill will. I thought it would be more cliche for you to be there and to at least hear his side, considering this started with him wanting to breed a new opportunity of revival. So,
Well, I mean, I'm just concerned that if he gets kicked out, he's probably not gonna have much else left in the world, and he'll go back to the bosom of Carmine, and that's bad for everybody.
yeah, I feel bad to do what I had to do, but felony animal cruelty is a...
Yep.
Unfortunately, when I heard
That's
what
a
happened...
hard line.
Yeah. And I told him, my exact response to him was, if you can't handle a chicken inside of a ranger station, how can I trust you with literally any other animal?
Yep.
That is almost as baseless as a fucking rabbit for all I care.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll take Birdie's side over his. So if it's just her word against his, sorry.
yeah, I just figure it was fair before charging him that you were at least there for it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
awesome. Well,
We'll wait and talk to him, and then get an old boot if we need to. So.
sounds good. Also, sorry if you were trying to not hide or just not bring up the side of the evidence that Edgar had about Aurora. I didn't know if that was something you wanted to keep close to your chest. I brought it up after the fact. I didn't know if that was something that you wanted brought up. But
Which part?
you told Luca that Aurora's name got brought up, and I jumped in and just said to emphasize. He mentioned that he had a strong hunch against her and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I didn't know.
I want him to be as apprised of the situation as we are, because, I mean, he's the head of MCU. If I can't trust him with anything, we've got a fundamental issue.
100%. And I think Luke is a good pick
So-
for his position. I trust him, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. So you're
Awesome.
good.
Appreciate it. Where do you want your CVP, I can't talk, your CVPI
It's a
park?
shared one. You can put it wherever.
Okay. I'll head over to the ranger station.
All right.
Alrighty. Have a good rest of your
I'm
night,
gonna go for
Tessa.
a swim.
Yeah, go for a swim. Have some fun. Tell the fish I said hello. She says I'm going for a swim. She's neck deep in water. It's just slowly dissipating away. Oh man, you know what's so funny? And I mean I mean this in the most respectful way. But in the definition of meaningful roleplay happening on the server right now, every major RP story I have been involved with in the last, I'm gonna call it 6 months, has been from people that were predominantly wild RP players. And you know what's really funny? Is that it speaks volumes to my claim before. Because I had a moment with somebody from Wild RP, and I said to chat, I said, the reason why people from Wild RP are so good at what they do is because they were given 0 fundamental tools for roleplay. They were given an oversized world with no cell phones, no nothing, and they had to rely on all their information solely on the good hardness of interaction. Whereas in No Pixel, and this is not a dig on No Pixel, this is actually like, this is just you know, your difference between generations, right? In No Pixel, we are given tools such as a phone, texting, phone booths, pinging. You didn't have any of that in Wild RP. And I think that that idea really comes to show when you bring somebody in with less tools and put it inside an environment with more tools. There's more of a creative liberty from these people that unfortunately even I have a hard time with. One of the most stressful times for me since being a role player has been getting into Wild RP originally. I was stressed out because I'm like, wow, I'm actually intimidated by how well these people are.
Hi there, Flop.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, doing fine, thank you. You're just chilling here?
I'm
You're
just
doing
texting
some
right
highwayman
now.
stuff?
Nah, I'm just texting real quick. I'm texting Tessa.
Oh, okay, well, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, it's a
What are
pleasure to see you
doing
too. Absolutely, likewise.
Thank you, stay safe out there, okay?
Thank you, likewise. You as well.
Appreciate you.
But yeah, I think fundamentally, the server has felt a lot fresher with a lot of the new faces that we've had. And I think people like Peppo and people like, I'm drawing a blank on how to pronounce his username, but the Italians, right? These are people who came into a server that they didn't really know all that well, and they flourished very well, actually. They flourished very well. Oh my God, Nikita. What's going on? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. What's going on? Welcome, everyone. Hello, I'm Chris. I play Sergeant Flop, the little sergeant. I'm actually talking right now. I'm just having a simple drive. I'll restart what I was saying because I think it's an interesting point. I was saying that I feel like NoPixel has had a lot of really fresh, good roleplay from a lot of the people that have solely come from Wild RP. And that's not a dig on, you know, NoPixel in any capacity, but it really comes to show that the theory on when you have less tools at your disposal to create roleplay, you get a lot more of these like really interesting, like Peppo today. Edgar was using a lot of /me's, and it was like that's something that you don't see a lot of people do, using facial expressions, eye contact, like really like small minor details. And it's so I just shit saw her when Luca dropped the I did too. I did too. Before anything happened, I said, I'm sorry, what the fuck? The plot thickens so much. I'm actually really excited to be a part of this to some capacity. A lot of the Wild RP folks have been a breath of fresh air, bringing a completely different perspective to roleplay on NoPixel, and not in a bad way, not in any way, shape, or form a dig. It's just these people had no phones, no pings, no texts, no phone booths, right? It was solely off the good word of mouth to create RP. And I'm like infatuated with where these stories are gonna go. I was gonna say when you said you were gonna start from the beginning again, I'm like, ain't no way she's starting all the way. And then she started all the way. You're gonna write a book on that story, I'm telling you. But all jokes aside, to anybody just coming in and you happen to be new, welcome. I'm Chris. Hope you're doing amazing today. I hope your nights are going great, and I hope you enjoyed your time over at Nikita's, and I hope you enjoy your time over here. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'm actually, if anything, I'm more excited to see what the end goal and what the path is for this. But I hope that Edgar and Flop have some further relation, because it's interesting. Get his phone number down, 628-105 9027. Nice. He makes me want to wring his neck every time. He's so good. He's so good. That conversation today had me so like just hearing his voice really had me like, he's very gravelly when he talks, and it's like it kind of pulls you into like you want to listen. Edgar, weird sus guy who probably just wants the state's money. And also blamed Tessa for his problems. That's a good one, right? Did I spell his name wrong? Oh no, what did I just do? Oh no. Huh? Huh? Edgar, crazy guy, name probably too long before. Okay, that works. Okay. I've never seen that before. It must have been too long. The wild people, including Edgar and the Italians, are another level on pretty much unseen RP geniuses. Well, like I said before, when a really interesting story comes into NoPixel, a lot of the times it's like very like it pulls you in. But I really do think a lot of things in life are about perspective. And I think just like in life, perspective is a big thing. I think perspective of the people from Wild RP is so different from the perspective of people from NoPixel that their perspective on roleplay is so unique that it draws us into their like thought process, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm excited to see where it all goes. But the Italians were nothing but pleasure when that started. The run-in just now with Edgar was nothing but pleasure. I mean, it was phenomenal. Why are we saying it as if it's Edgar? Because that's just what everyone's been calling him. I don't know. Edgar, I don't know. Ed. Gur. Gur. Yeah, no, I'm very happy to see where things are going with it. And it's a fresh take on what we already interact with. And I love it. It's phenomenal. Honestly, it's the reason why I was so intimidated when I first got into Wild RP. But it makes hearing people from Wild RP on here makes me want to go try Wild RP a little bit more, like not permanently, but just be a little bit more consistent with a character, because the interactions I feel like would allow me to challenge myself a little bit more. We become comfortable, right? But I feel like putting yourself in a position to be less comfortable with the tools you have and to challenge yourself a little bit is always a good thing, because it makes other interactions a little bit more, I don't want to use the word enticing, but you know what I mean. It's cool though. Anyway, just a giant rant. Let's call back Bobby. I forgot to call back Bobby. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god, look at these, both of them. Oh god, it's both of them. Oh god, what's up guys? How you doing? We're good. What are you up to tonight? What the fuck? I'm showing this. I don't care. Twitch. Twitch. Your platform is built off of streamers, dog. What? What? Dog, what? Pretty bad word, I know, right? Imagine being a fucking streamer. How cringe. it's still holding the message. So if you just say streamers, it automatically auto mods you. That's really funny, actually. I am this frog. On my OC. I'm sure. What are you guys up to though? What's going on? Ziggy, I messaged you the other day and you didn't respond. I mean, granted, I didn't say anything that was meaningful or worth your while, but you know, you didn't respond. I was waiting for at least, you know, the bitch response or something. Not from you, but I called you a fucker and I didn't get a response. So I was expecting like you're a bitch or something back, but I didn't get anything, man. I hope he posted it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. No response back. Nothing. You know what's funny? I knew he was gonna do that, so I said what I posted to him first, so he couldn't use it as leverage. Why? It was just random. I was sending an email to somebody on the server the other night, and I looked over, and one of the recent people I DM'd was Ziggy, so I looked over and I was like, I'm gonna call this man a fucker for no reason. Oh man. How you doing, Amanda? What are you guys up to? What you doing? Minecraft, Smite. What else going on? RuneScape? Question mark? Can I get my friends into RuneScape? Probably not. Man, imagine the absolute madness having streamers on Twitch, right? Crazy. It's weird. It only does it when you just streamers with an S. I'm good. I'm hungry because it's 3 a.m. So naturally I eat. Yeah, I feel that. Earlier today I ordered Taco Bell for ungodly known reasons. I had a meal earlier. I had been eating, and I've been fine, but I've been eating so much today, and I finally said earlier, I was like, I think I have a fucking tapeworm. I'm like, I can't stop eating. I don't know what's going on. PUBG. Ah, shit. Listen. I'm down. Oh, fuck. I may just go to bed. Never mind. God damn it. Have a good night, Amanda. Appreciate ya. Talk soon. Ziggy, are you sticking around at all tonight? Our sleep schedule. Never mind. Ziggy's not sticking around either. God damn it. They're so fucking responsible and oh god. Bunch of fucking hella responsible. Just oh god. I want to vomit. Appreciate you guys. You both have a good night. OSR's League's released today. Oh, fuck. I forgot. I know. Why'd you have to say it? Why'd you have to say it? Oh, I forgot. Chat, did I give you the update today on Partner Plus? I don't remember if I did. I don't... Hold on. Did I? Did we talk about this at the meeting today? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm a bozo. I didn't see it. Okay, well, your update. We're at 210 sub points, which is dope. So, good times. Let me call Bobby real quick.
Hey, Flop.
Hey, Bobby. Sorry. What's up?
So, we have a small issue.
Yeah, what's up?
It's not a bigger issue. Am I allowed to do what is the call, the Winewood with the stock tomorrow? Keep past Scottle.
Yes. What's the small issue though?
She passed Gordo already. It's a joke with the small issue.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like there was an actual small issue. Well, good. That's awesome.
Yeah, she did. She can send it to you. Do you want her to do that?
Yeah. If she could text it to me, that would be good. Just label
if you can.
which trial it was.
Yeah. Send a photo to Blob on the text message, and also which trial it was. Yeah, I mean, she did it. I was sitting there observing, and she was cutting 7 seconds off each time, and yeah.
Good, awesome. No, that's amazing. That's awesome, actually.
Yeah,
well, good.
And I want to do the Vinewood Hills with her as soon as I can. So yeah, and I know it says like eat tsunami, so.
I got you. I mean, feel free to do it whenever. I'm okay if you wanted to do it. Tonight if you wanted. It's up to you.
Can we do it now?
Yeah, you could if you want. We got. This is a rare occasion. We got plenty of units on duty today.
Yeah, that's what I saw. We're gonna quickly get it repaired and fixed up, and I'm gonna get her to do a run.
Awesome.
This is the one I struggle most with. So, I mean, if she's struggling, it's fine. It is a lot of pressure. But honestly, she's doing amazing.
Well, good. That's awesome. I'll take note of everyone's times, and I'll forward them over however I need to, and go from there.
What do you want us to do whenever we get to the BBMC? Would you just drop it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go down to BBMC turf real quick, and I'll just talk to him real quick.
Oh, no. We just gonna wait a little. Like, we don't know if you're gonna do it today. I don't want to push her like through too much, you know?
I got you. Well, if she wants to, just text me, let me know, and I can shoot down there and just have a conversation and just let her know, hey, I'm gonna have someone down here doing trials. We'll be out of your hair. This way they know.
Okay. I mean, I can do it too. I did it with Cricket 2 days ago, and we just paid him 2,500, and we had a nice talk. I was a little cat, TJ Walker, and Winston Walker, so yeah.
Okay, awesome, cool. Well, in that case, then that's a thumbs up for me. Then, as long as they're cool with it, I don't see an issue. As long as you guys aren't like an imminent like threat or danger of your life, we're good.
I was actually standing and talking with them for like 30 minutes while Cricket did the trial. So
they're pretty chill. As long as you're cool with them, they're usually cool back. So
yeah. Okay. We're gonna get all of our bike refueled and repaired, and then we're gonna do the Vinewood.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, good shit. I'll text Kylie, and you're all good to go.
Hell yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Well, I'll talk to you soon, Bobby.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Awesome. I think I'm considering something, and I wasn't gonna bring it up with chat. I'm thinking about stepping back from shift 3 lead for motor. I don't know if that's like a guarantee yet, but I've been considering it. I don't know yet. I guess we'll figure out. Hey, what's up, Maleficent? How are you? I hope you're doing amazing today. I hope you're doing well. Really? I'm thinking about it, yeah. I don't know. I haven't, who would take over? I would probably recommend in a point Churro for it. Very early stages of consideration right now, but I think Churro would be, you know, I don't even think it's really arguable. I think in shift 3, I think Churro would be like a perfect pick. Who's always been, I don't even know if the word eager is no, you know what, the word eager is absolutely correct. He's eager at wanting to, you know, let motor flourish in this shift, and while I am passionate about motor and will continue to be passionate about motor, I want someone who I used to be like a ride or die for motor. I am no longer a ride or die since command. Because a lot of my time usually falls under with cadets or with meetings or just doing something where I'm overseeing. So I almost want to consider maybe appointing someone else. I haven't really decided yet. But, you know, I don't know. Mac, dude, I miss Tim Mac. I love that motherfucker. I'm trying to find somebody who would want to play Counter-Strike. Is it bad that I kind of want to stream Counter-Strike today? Do I know of a bat signal that could go out? Maplewood. I could probably get Maple. If I did it, I would want to 5-stack it. That's the problem. Curvy would if it wasn't for the goddamn fact that he is addicted to Minecraft right now. Does Hotted still play? Hotted is overseas. Our pings would not line up. But if I asked him nicely, he'd probably say yes. Hey, Hotted. We should play Counter-Strike. Aaron, if he's around. Aaron would. It's early. Simon might be asleep. Let's find out, actually. Simon, are you awake? Simon? This boy AFK in fucking Discord. Beatles to CS stand if he was up. I know. Ugh, all the homies that I could get. Or I don't want to solo queue in Counter-Strike. Ray, I mean, you guys are recommending people who I would be reaching out to if they were around right now, but is Ray awake? I don't think he is, right? I just watched 8 yuckin' ads, but it's worth it. Hey, listen, the ads help out a lot more than you would even know. And I mean that they do help out tremendously. I would never ask anyone to subscribe or to do anything more than they're already doing. You know, I do say with that note that all I ask is that you enjoy the stream and that the biggest form of support is to be here for the streamer that you're watching. And you know, that's all I could ask for. Just know that with that, considering that I'm not the one to push heavily for... Hello?
Hey, Flop, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you, Espinosa?
Good. Where are you at?
Currently on San Andreas in Supply. Is that you below me at Autos?
No, but I can meet you in Supply, yeah?
Okay. If this is like a more privated meeting, I can meet you at like the little parking garage next to MRPD if you like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, awesome. Cool. I'll meet you there.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
I believe it's a time lapse of 16 minutes.
Fuck! I thought he heard the bat signal and he was about to be like, hey, Flop, you want to play Counter-Strike? I want you to know I was just looking at dispatch to find out who I was going to ask to play Counter-Strike with, and I thought you heard the bat signal, but I have a feeling it's got nothing to do with that.
No, but in the future I'm down to play Counter-Strike 100%.
Okay, I'm down.
Anything from dispatch?
Do you want me to shut radio off? Is this sort of a... I'm assuming.
I mean, it's kind of a... I mean, there's a 3-on-1 that happened not too long ago.
Oh, with dispatch?
And I'll read it to you, yes. That 3-on-1. Did you see that?
Yeah. It is a real... I heard yesterday or 2 days ago about a situation that happened where somebody just didn't realize dispatch was around and then gave... I mean, honestly, I don't mind telling you this. One of my rangers, a bunch of shit, 'Cause he didn't realize dispatch was around. My first question was, did you know dispatch was available? He said no. I said, okay. There was an active that was happening. Something big happened involving a bomb. He's like, can you guys please take your cleanup to channel 3? Because it was an urgent response. And dispatch apparently pretty much said, okay, I'll go fuck myself. And then proceeded to give him shit for an hour.
Yeah, they're getting pretty mouthy, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
And that 311 isn't like, that's not how you fix situations, or you reach out to someone else. Like that one is out of pocket a bit. So
Yeah, I'm grabbing a photo of it, and I plan on I don't know who. Do we have someone who's quote unquote leading dispatch by chance? Do we know like who is kind of overseeing dispatch at the moment?
no,
Okay.
I have no idea.
I'll reach out to command and ask him. I was going to. I saw that earlier. I was in the middle of a stakeout involving another situation with Tessa earlier, so I didn't have a chance to respond to it properly. But I'm going to probably try and open up the door for a conversation. But it looks like they're not even around anymore. So they dropped the bomb to pretty much call us out and then went off duty, which is nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll just reach out to command and ask him, because I'm not going to go to Ezra now and talk to Ezra about it, considering it's not Ezra's issue. Unless Ezra was one of the people involved. Do you know if Ezra
I
was?
don't know, but I don't think that. So I think that Harper is gets out of place a lot. Like I think it was a situation yesterday where I almost was like, what? Like she called me out on something, and I'm like, okay, why are you calling me out on radio? Kind of thing. Like, and then like it was like something small about dispatch. And then this 311 is not good. Like I had officers call me about it, so
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to reach out to you.
let me take care of it, because I've been hearing about this. I'll leave names out of it, but there was somebody who was recently striked for talking back to dispatch and giving them a little bit of lip in shift 2. So, and the reason I'm telling you this is because it seems to me like this isn't just like an exclusively shift 3 problem. It seems like this is also like bleeding into other shifts as well.
I mean, I know dispatch is high command, but goddamn.
Yeah, it's it's pretty bad. I know that we've had our differences in the past, and our rule of thumb has always been if we have dispatch available, utilize them. They're a very important tool for us. But at the same time, reasonable conversation and being able, there's a level of respect and cooperation that comes with dispatch, and it's like EMS, for example, right? If EMS if we were to self-transport all the time, EMS would get mad at us. But we would at least open up the door to you know, say, hey, this is what's going on. Let's resolve this and figure it out. You don't see an EMS getting on 311 and saying, you know, hi, we're EMS and we're here to transport all your injured individuals. We're here for a reason. And that would be so unprofessional and would be, you know, borderline disgusting.
Dispatch has an issue, you reach out to command. Command then handles the situation.
Yeah, it's very simple. I'm going to be reaching out to command about it as soon as we're done here, because I'm kind of fed up with it, to be honest. I've been noticing it. I know I don't do a lot of like heavier patrol work. I do a lot of back end shit right now, between, you know, unfinished reports and meetings and having to talk to people. It's been a lot recently, but seeing it from even where I was today, which was off radio. I was on channel 7 and I saw that come through and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm like, that is ridiculous. And not to mention they did it and now they're off duty. Kind of a spit in the face. They spit in your food and served it to you, and
they
then
left.
Yeah. Kind of shitty, to be honest. I'll just call it for what it is. It's shitty.
If they have basically all dispatchers usually apply to PD, so I would keep that name in mind, honestly, to be careful about hiring them, because people with attitude is already a red flag, you know.
They don't last long for a reason. Most people with heavy attitude don't last long. Attitude's good in the field when it comes to like making good calls, But if you're trying to get considered for PD at any point, and that's your line of approach, good news, you're not getting picked. And when all your friends get picked and you realize why you're still in dispatch, that's why you're still in dispatch. It's unfortunate and it's sad and it's a shitty thing to say, but I don't open the line for a conversation. Hey, we've had a problem and a conflict between dispatch and PD. I'd like to resolve it. That's what I'm here for. But if we can't even have that simple line of communication that we have to get snarky with all of people on duty, very similar to like Hell Week, where people are like, did you learn your lesson? And you don't even know what started it. A lot of people on duty don't even know what started this conflict. So it's unfortunate. I appreciate you bringing it to me, though. I actually forgot about it. I'm gonna bring it up now in command and just make note of it, because it's bad. It's ugly.
Listen, and like people make mistakes, right? I mean, sometimes people just don't see what's happening, or like don't see that dispatches rounds, or forget. Like, people make human mistakes, right? So especially when we hadn't had dispatch in a while, so the way that they just approach things is just not good, especially with Harper too. Like, Harper has been, like, I feel like she puts herself as a dispatch lead when I don't know if she is or not, and I guess maybe that attitude like strikes onto other dispatchers, the way that she talks. I don't know.
Yeah. Obviously, the conflict didn't just come because we all followed protocol. Something had to happen from our side to spark that flame.
100%. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm not.
We're not angels too. But...
Yeah. So that is something that I'll address as well. I think just to let command know, to just say that, hey, this is going on right now, and I'm going to work on trying to maintain it, but to inform all other people about what's going on. I'm going to do that, and I don't even know. I mean, let me just ask you a random question. What if we put a 0 before dispatcher's name? This way, whenever we looked at dispatch, we know dispatch is on duty. Because I think one of the problems is we have to scroll.
I think that's actually a good idea. Dispatch being all the way to the top would be good.
I think having dispatch on top would not only negate, because I think a lot of them think that we just don't want to utilize them, but in reality, when I'm doing a $140 trying to catch up to a car and I can't look to see if we have dispatch available, it's possible they're on a different frequency, whatever the case might be. Sometimes we don't see, and sometimes it is a genuine hassle to see if we have dispatch available. So
yeah,
I'll bring that up as well. I'll do that. I'll bring up maybe moving dispatch up top as well.
That's a good idea, honestly.
Yeah, as well as trying to put this fucking fire out, because this is insane. Do you know?
Yeah, everyone needs to chill a bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to lock it in with a lot of shit in the PD in general, but I think something as minor as having a conflict with dispatch, like, this needs to burn. This needs to stop.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but I appreciate it, Espinosa. I'll bring it up now with command. I'll even put the photo in, to just let other people know that this is going on, and hopefully
the truth of the fact is that dispatch is just fucking, I don't know, like it has been rare for us, right? Like, we haven't had dispatch in a long time, so it's a human nature. We make mistakes, right? So.
Yeah, no, it is definitely. I think error is something that we deal with a lot, but there was a time, I mean, as well as I know, there have been times in shift 3 where we've asked, do we have dispatch available? And we've gotten the Lamau response from everybody. or even fucking K9 for that matter. The fact you're wearing a K9 vest right now is a unicorn in shift 3. So,
yeah, I know.
Because I've asked people at traffic stops, do we have K9? And I've gotten the same Lamau answer over radio, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just stop asking. So it became very, very ingrained with us that this was going on. Maybe I'll talk to Ezra anyway and see if Ezra has any idea of what's going on, and just have a friendly conversation and see if Ezra would like to, just have a friendly conversation before I put this out to command. See if I can just try and simply put out the flame before I ignite it.
Yeah, and just emphasize to him that if there's issues, to speak to command instead of lashing out on 311 because that doesn't help relationship between PD and dispatch.
It doesn't. And to be honest, anyone lashing out to us or us lashing out to anyone will never tie any correlation. If we lash out to every gang we saw just because they're gang affiliated, they're eventually going to bite back, right?
We'd all be dead.
Exactly. And it's like that's the reality. Is any group of people, any individual where they lash out at us or we lash out at them, we're never going to actually come to some peaceful agreement. So that's something that I can work on, and I'm willing to start that now. I'm sorry that it's been going on, and I'm sorry if I've been missing it, but I'm gonna make a very high-end effort to try and resolve that as soon as possible. So
I appreciate it, Flop.
yeah, I got you, not a problem. I'll be out on patrol in a few. I'm gonna go talk to Ezra now, put out my thing for command, and then proceed from there.
All right.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yep, not a problem, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
All right. Little command conflict. We got a lot going on today. It's good. It's a good one. Guys, ready for a little bit of beef? A little bit of fun beef? I'm kidding though, seriously. Yeah, no, there's been some dispatch conflict. But this ought to be good. Oh no. Hey Remington, how you doing?
Hi, Flop. I'm doing okay.
What's up?
What would it take to get an announcement done about the issue with the CAD cards, so people aren't getting snippy with each other anymore?
Relating to what exactly?
The 999 Alpha CAD cards. I told you about that issue, right?
Yes.
How it deletes the tracker for people, and so dispatch is trying to get that worked out while that issue is still there.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those things that I don't understand when we identify issues that are very big issues like this, why we can't get an announcement quicker. You know?
I can
'Cause
bring
I
that
feel
up.
like a lot of the... And I feel bad because I almost got a little snappy on the radio, and I tried to hold myself back because I was trying to do the trick. I'm sure dispatch was trying to do it the same. And then somebody created a card out of the original card and fucked up the tracker for everybody else. As soon as they did it, my tracker was gone. So I no longer can join in that A+ boost anymore.
I have a
It's things like
question.
that are kind of frustrating.
Because
Yeah?
I just got done with a conversation regarding something with dispatch. Was this to do at all with the announcement that was put? Not the announcement. The 311 put out earlier from dispatch.
Let me see. I was kind of looking for casings.
No, you're fine. If you can, I don't want to make you do more work.
There was one for Harper about PD boost tracker cards are bugged. Please let dispatch make the card so it doesn't bug out. Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's what it's in regards to. Oh wait, are you talking about this really long one from Jadlin?
Yeah.
I think that one's... they're probably related.
Okay.
So if you scroll up, if you're looking at the Jadlin one, scroll up just a little bit further, you'll see the one from Harper. And that's the issue with the A+ cards. So I'm betting that's what spurred it off.
Okay.
Because it got announced in the dispatch server 2 weeks ago. And so dispatch has been trying to share and spread the word about it because it's a common issue that's happening. It happens every shift, you know?
Yeah.
And I get it. It's because nobody's aware of what happens. If you make a card out of the original 99 Alpha, then it can break the tracker for everybody. And so dispatch knows the workaround, and they're trying to fix it. Unfortunately, it just takes a moment to do it because you have to wait for the tracker to update. And unfortunately, it's way faster to just make a card out of it.
Yeah.
but then it breaks it for everybody else. And especially dispatchers, I know dispatchers clear their map a lot, and so they can't help on calling out tracker details because they can't see the tracker anymore.
I'm going to recommend this, and I'm only recommending this because the issue that you're explaining makes sense to me, but I know that if I go and explain this to high command, it's going to come out wrong. I'm giving you the approval to speak to a member of high command or a lieutenant, and if anyone asks, you can just say that Flop had suggested it, considering it's a technical question and it's hard to translate to somebody, because I can't make announcements in the PD announcements. That is something that would have to come from high command, and if they're going to make an announcement, or we can even consider an announcement for this, I would rather them hear it from you, because
so
you
explain it.
Yeah, because I understand it fully as to how you're explaining it. At the same time, though, I know if I were to go and like bring this over to somebody and trying to like explain the finer details and why this works this way and why this doesn't work this way, something I'm gonna say is wrong, and I don't want that to be the case.
Yeah, I get you.
But I do.
And it does involve a little, like, you have to really understand how the dispatch system works. And even though I wasn't involved in it, I was not involved in its creation. I've spent so much time playing with it that I'm pretty well understanding of how the system works.
No, definitely. I get that. I think you're yeah. No, you're good to go speak to member of high command and just say that, you know, Flop suggested it and approved it. And if anyone has a problem with it, they can reach out to me. But if anyone asks why I couldn't handle it or why it got to this point, it's just because your knowledge on the issue is far more suitable and explainable than the way I would lose it in translation. So
yeah,
I'm okay with that. I actually have to talk to dispatch real quick right now. So if you need anything, let me know. But I'm gonna go quickly have this conversation before I forget it. So
okay.
All right. Also, that report I saw is atrocious. I'm gonna say give it 24. If there's nothing in it by 24 hours, holy shit. But
yeah, I'm just trying to document all the S++ calls. Oh my god, this evidence did not just disappear in front of me.
oh, I'm a hang up before you start cooking.
Oh my god.
I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. I love you.
Okay, bye.
Oh, no. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
What's up, Flop?
How much, brother?
Good.
How you been?
Oh, you know, can't complain too much.
I got you.
Well, I mean, I can complain, but that's more. Cops stop making CAD cards off of, or making call cards off of boosts with trackers. Please, dispatch has a way to fix the bug where if you get on duty after the you'll still see the tracker, but everyone keeps making the.
Yeah. That's actually what I was coming over to talk about. I'm assuming that had something to do with the earlier 311 from dispatch.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask what's been going on with, I guess maybe I don't want to call it a feud, but I've heard about a couple situations come up the last few days.
I trust me, I have no idea. I'm going to be completely on it. Last week everything was fine, and this week, yesterday and today, cops have just been like doing dispatch's job. Not just during shift 3, but also apparently during shift 2. I'm not around shift 2, so I'm speaking from things that have been told to me, not firsthand experience. And I think it's just, you know, it's irritating them because it's been nicely pointed out. And good morning, 310, marking 1041, 2055. And so I think people are just kind of getting to that point where they're saying, hey, don't do my job, and they're being ignored. So they're copy. I was about to check if you were okay. Um,